Hello my lovelies, today we are doing a little bit of a handbag review. I have the Coach Mira handbag. This is a fairly new bag, both in my wardrobe and also for Coach in general. I've only had this for a few months and normally I try to kind of use my handbags for a little bit longer before doing a review so we can look at wear and tear and things like that. But because it is a new model, there aren't that many reviews out on it yet. I don't think I saw any when I bought it, and I've already gotten a few comments asking me what I think about it and what I think about the quality and so on. So hopefully this review will be helpful to you if you're looking at purchasing this handbag. And as I mentioned, I haven't had it for long, but in those few months I have used it quite a lot, so that's already telling you kind of the direction that this review is going to go. But let's get more into the specifics of this handbag. As you can see, it has that kind of half moon shape ish that is quite popular at the moment. So many brands are doing them, and I have personally been looking at this kind of shape bag for at least over a year now, and I just haven't found anything that I really liked and felt comfortable at the same time, and this really hits that spot. A lot of the other kind of half moon shaped bags that I have tried in my search for the perfect one have been kind of too bulky, especially because I do want to wear them on the shoulder. If they're too wide, I just feel like I end up walking like this and it's just not comfortable, and I really need a shoulder bag to be comfortable, and this one definitely is because it's kind of fairly narrow, as you can see, and because this handbag is in canvas as well, it is really nice and comfortable and soft. None of that like excess bulk right here that is so uncomfortable. When I bought this handbag, they only had two versions of it. They had this one obviously, and then they had one in a kind of like white and cream. So beautiful as well, and how perfect would that be for summer. But since I bought this bag, they have come out with quite a few other styles as well. So they have another canvas option, and that is the Signature C canvas, which looks great. And they also do full leather versions. They're so beautiful. They have so many pretty colors. They also do a shearling version, which is so cute but totally impractical for my life. I want to say there are two things that really sold me on this handbag, and I'll talk a lot about the second. The first one is I love the horse and carriage print. It's so cute. I have never seen this from Coach before. I think it is beautiful. It's so subtle. So many monograms just feel too over the top and too out there. This has that look without being in your face. I think it is gorgeous, and the coloring of it as well, subtle, understated, beautiful. I love it. The second thing is the strap situation. You have the crossbody strap, as you can see, and it is adjustable. I want to say the leather on this strap is definitely a very big reason for why I want the entire like full leather version of this bag as well. It feels so nice. But you can take off this strap, so you can wear it with either strap, and if you want to wear it crossbody, you can also just let this hang on as kind of like accessorizing the handbag. But if you feel like that's a little bit much, it's obviously very easy to remove this strap as well. And honestly, the versatility of this is amazing. I feel like so many bags should come with this option, and I think Coach sells this chain strap individually, but I really like that it comes with this handbag. I really just love the versatility of how you can wear this handbag. And I want to say this handbag is quite light. Obviously I have the canvas option, so the leather version is probably going to be heavier, but I weighed this entire thing and it was just over 500 grams, and when I removed the chain strap it was just under 400 grams. So I just wanted to mention that because I know that for some of us that is pretty important, and whether something is light or heavy can be quite subjective. So let's take a look inside of this handbag. Also, I just love the zipper pull of this. It's so cute with the little C. So it opens, the zipper feels really nice quality. I kind of feel like the camera is not doing it justice of how spacious and how easy it is to see all of your things in this bag, but you can see it has that light tan interior, which is fantastic. I really don't like black interiors because your things kind of just disappear. The interior is like a microfiber lining. It feels like suede. And then you have one side pocket here. I have not used it. It's kind of sitting directly at the side. It's not dividing the bag or anything, so it's not taking up any space, and it's closed with a button as well, which I like. I don't have anything in here. I just have like the papers the bag came with, but I suppose it would be good for receipts or train tickets, like small flat things. I want to kind of talk a little bit about the quality because I think it is impressive. I often say that the kind of contemporary, more mid-range designers is where I personally feel like I get the most value for my money. Obviously I haven't worn it for a long time, and if you're interested I can definitely do an updated review once this is reaching an older age, let's say, because it's difficult to say how it's going to wear. It has no signs of wear yet, even though I have worn it quite a bit in the past few months that I have owned it. But I'm gonna say for this price I feel like I would be disappointed if it already started to look worn. But just looking at the other signs of quality for this bag, I think it looks quite good. I'm honestly quite impressed. First of all, the leather on the strap here, it has that semi sheen, as you can see, and it's not like a chewy kind of super soft leather. The strap is holding its shape pretty well, so it typically will be a little bit more scratch prone, so just something to look out for. But the quality feels fantastic, and the canvas is obviously hopefully going to be more durable than leather, as it typically is, and it feels really soft and really kind of like nice without being stiff. But I mean, I feel like I have to wear it to see how the quality of the coated canvas is. The base of the bag is reinforced, but it's not super stiff, so it's super comfortable to have on the arm. But you can see as I'm pushing it here, it has a little bit of give, but there is definitely reinforcement in the bottom of the bag, which helps it keep its shape. Not just as it's new, like now it's looking nice, but as it ages as well, it tends to kind of hold up better with the time, so I think that is a good thing. The actual sides here are much more flexible and soft. The stitching on the bag is looking just perfect. There are no crooked stitches, no like skipped stitches. The straps here and also the sides, as you can see, they have contrast stitching. I really love it. I know not everyone does. It stands out more, so if it's not done well, it's very, very obvious, and it really makes the handbag look kind of cheap and poorly made. But because the stitching here is so well done, it really elevates the bag because it just kind of highlights the attention to detail that is made. And obviously the zipper is put in straight. It's super, super soft, easy to open and close. I have one gripe, I'll talk about that later. All of the glazing is just perfect as well. I definitely feel like it's a very well made handbag. The hardware feels fantastic as well. I really love the kind of little Coach branding that is on pretty much all of the hardware. I feel like I'm still finding new places that says Coach, like even at the bottom there. So I really can't find a flaw in the quality of this handbag. I hope that kind of continues and that it will wear quite well, so it's a handbag I can have for a very, very long time. Time will tell, but I definitely don't feel robbed paying the price I did. I think this was 425 euros, and then it is £395 and dollars. I could be wrong, but I think I remember correctly that the leather versions were either the same or very similar in price. So if you feel a bit cheated paying the same for leather and canvas, keep that in mind. I don't regret it for a second, and I have worn this handbag even more than I thought I would. It's the perfect handbag for kind of casual days where I want to still have a cute handbag, but I'm running around. I want to kind of be carefree, obviously, because it is crossbody. When I'm running errands, I often have a big tote bag with me, and then I have a smaller bag that is crossbody, and I throw this in my bigger bag, and I'm not worried about things kind of scratching it. So it's definitely like, I'm really, really pleased with having bought this one. Let's talk about the only thing I don't love about this handbag, and that is kind of the zipper. I love everything, but if you're pulling it kind of too open, if that makes sense, because the zipper continues at the inside of the bag, especially if you're opening the bag quite wide like this, the zipper pull kind of disappears a little bit down. So you can see the zipper continues and then to the inside of the bag. I love the detail that they have a leather finish to this as well, stitched with that contrast stitching. The glazing on that is perfect as well. I think it is all beautiful, but then you're kind of stuck with this zipper into the bag and you can't kind of close it that easily. This has happened a few times, so it's not a huge deal because it only tends to happen when I'm kind of like pulling the bag quite wide open, but it is like a little bit faffy. You need to kind of pull this and kind of get it back up. Do you see? And then it just takes a little bit of like, okay, it's not that difficult, but you get what I mean. I'm trying to be as nitpicky as I always am. So as you can see, it's not a huge problem, but I really wanted to mention it because I felt like it's there. It has annoyed me and it's worth mentioning, I think. But that is also the only thing that the only issue I have had with this bag so far. I'm gonna put in some clips of what this handbag looks like when I'm wearing it, the few different ways. Keep in mind that the strap is adjustable, so you can make this both a bit longer and a bit shorter, but there are so many wearing options for this and it just is so comfortable. I am 161 centimeters or 5'3", so keep that in mind as well. Drop as well on the shoulder, it just is very comfortable. It's not too close to the armpit, but it's also not so low that it's kind of touching your hip and you need to kind of keep an eye on how the bag is hanging. I really feel like when they sit in this position on the shoulder, I never even really have to keep in mind that I'm wearing a bag because I just can't forget, it's just there. So let's see what we can fit into the handbag. I'm gonna start with the essentials that I always bring. My phone, obviously, and a key wallet holder thing. It's quite wide, so that does take a bit of space. And a card holder. You could definitely fit in a smaller wallet in here as well, just depending on what else you bring with you, but I never really wear wallets. I always stick with card holders, so that's just what I'm putting in there. A little bit of makeup, a powder compact, a lipstick, and hand sanitizer. Let's just try a hair clip. And it's very easy to close it with these things in it, so you can see you do get your essentials and a couple of other things in it. I just want to see, I have a pair of sunglasses here. I want to see if I can also bring those, put those in. It's going to be a bit more of a tighter squeeze. Okay, so you can see the hand sanitizer is poking out there, but you can still fit it in. It does misshape the handbag a little bit, as you can see, but it still works. I don't know how it would be with the leather options, and apart from the sunglasses, it's still pretty easy to kind of find all the things I need in here. But I think it's fantastic. I think it is well worth the money, and especially if you have been looking at this kind of style that has gotten so popular recently, but you're not really ready to spend a ton of money. But if you want a handbag that is still super high quality and will hopefully last for many years, then I can definitely recommend checking out this one. If you have any questions about it, definitely just leave a comment down below and I'll try to answer as best as I can. And if you want an updated review once I have worn it more, then let me know.